so today's lesson is about rendering. Okay, so Archicad comes with a powerful renderer, photorealistic renderer within its installation itself, and it allows you to have different modes for the rendering. Okay, so without further ado, we will just go straight in to be able to access the rendering interface. No, this one better. Do like that because we're gonna do the assignment already. Yeah, because I realized that when I do the share screen, then like last time you will automatically shut down. Okay, I will try because I remember the last time I did it, then it either freeze your screen or I will shut down. Blink, then how? Now can? Still can use your own. Okay, so I continue. Okay, so as I was saying, document, and then you can go to creative imaging. Yes, creative imaging. And then go to photo rendering settings. All can find. Document, creative imaging, then photo rendering settings. So click, and then you will see a window. Okay. You can simply click on this refresh, and it will give you a generic image of this particular screen now. Okay, using this generic standard settings at first. For example, outdoor daylight medium. Okay, but we are going to try something more special now. We're going to click on this, right? And then we will be exposed to further settings where you can show more. Okay, so I repeat, you click on scene and then click on show more options. And I would like all of you to scroll down to sketch scenes. You can also maximize this so you see more. And choose Ko I know. Yes, Ko I know. And then click on OK. Now, when you click on the refresh button over here, you will notice that it becomes a default image of a building, but using these sketch settings. Okay. And then now, you simply click on this camera button. Okay. And now it will start to render your image as per the last viewpoint that you have, which is this viewpoint. Okay. And then in order to save this render, you simply right click and choose Save As. And don't choose TIFF, okay? Save as JPEG, please. There's always students who will save as TIFF and then it takes very long to, yes, JPEG. And you can name this, for example, Koh-I-Nor 1. Okay. And that's it. So simple, right? So there's a lot of settings that you can adjust over here. As I change this, right, and you refresh, you will notice that this will also update this particular preview over here. Okay. And you can also use your, even with this screen up, you can use your middle mouse button to adjust what other view you want to have. Okay, so for now, what I'm going to do, I just rotate to another view. Okay, I kind of like this view now. And then we are going to choose another setting. Okay, so go to Scene over here, click on this, click on Show More. Again, scroll down, and we are going to choose Blue Cafe. Scene, Custom, Show More, and then scroll down to Rough Scenes, Blue Cafe. So I'm going to click OK now. Blue Cafe. Yes. Okay, so now what I want you to do is when you see this, you click on background. Background over here. Okay, and you click on this and choose image. I will just leave this here for a while. So to make sure everyone have this. Okay. So you have to click on Archicad Library 26. Click here again to open the drop down. And what we want to do is go to Alpha Paper Textures, okay? And click here as well. And we want to choose the Good News Tone. So I repeat, you essentially click on all these 3 arrows to uncover all of these hidden options and select 1024 good news tone.png. All good? Everyone okay? So I'll click OK now, right? And what I want you to do is just to refresh. And you will notice that now this image has changed as well. So there's a background image and then it's very sketchy over here. Okay. So what I will do is under my sketch line settings over here, I will reduce my thickness to 13, and then my lines overstretch to be -10, and my line distortion to be 0. And we will refresh this preview again. And now you'll see that this looks much sleeker than before. Just now it was quite a cluster of lines. Okay, so this is an easy way for you to troubleshoot and optimize what you want as the effect before you do the final render. Because once you click on the render, the computer will take some time to do this. Okay, so now that you are happy with this, just click on render and it will do the render settings. See, so it will be something like this. Okay, and you can right click, save as, and I will call this Blue Cafe 2. And the cool thing about this is you can always save this scene. Like after you have customized this particular render settings, right? And then you are very happy with this kind of settings. And your office is also very happy with this kind of settings. You can store this scene as a custom setting. And for example, now I will just call this my Blue Cafe on a good newspaper ton. And then I store, right? You have to click on scene and then store scene as. So once you have stored this scene, right, you can um, even if you have a different project, you open another project, you can load this scene and it will apply the same render settings that you want. So you don't have to do this repetitive work again after you have customized it once. All good. Okay, so if you all are smart, as we are doing this, you already do half of your assignment already. Because you have to do 2 sketches and 2 photorealistic. Okay, So now what I'm going to do is we are going to go back to my 3D model. Okay. I will also change my view again. Something like behind now. Okay, like this. And under scene, again, I will show more. But now what we're going to focus on, I will scroll up, right? And I shall choose outdoor scene. And white model, okay? And outdoor white model fast. Okay? If you don't see it, probably because it's all collapsed inside these folders. Yeah, outdoor white model fast. And, and click OK. Right? And you can also refresh this again. And you will do it a very quick preview of this. Not yet. Okay. So what we want to do now is you can see that this is the sun is from the back of the building, correct? I will right click and I want to go to 3D projection settings. The shortcut for this is Ctrl Shift F3 on your keyboard. Okay, and then just click on this button and this menu will come up. You will notice now that as we have seen from this preview, the sun is behind our this particular building in this particular render. Okay, so you can just left click on this sun and drag it to where you want it to be. Like for example, in this direction. Okay, and the azimuth as well as all these values, it will update itself accordingly. Okay, because I'm making it a custom. Next time when you are more advanced users of Archicad, you can geolocate your site and then you can indicate the date and time and it should be the accurate sun position. Okay. And just click OK. And now go back to this preview and refresh. And now you will see your very nice render with the light shining onto the building. Okay, the shadow is no longer cast in front of our building. Okay, the shadow is cast behind our building. Okay, so I want you to minimize these other render settings and I just want you to open up environment. Okay, all have this environment over here. So by right, once you have set the sun, this sun position will automatically be checked. Okay, So you can always adjust what kind of sky that you want. I'm just going to show you if, say, for example, I pull my sky intensity to 52% and I refresh now, you will notice that this particular image is not so overexposed because just now the sun was a bit too strong for my particular uh, render. So once you are happy with this particular setting, you can simply click on the camera button again and it will start to render very nicely. Okay. But now, right, I want to be even more customized. I can also click here on the weather preset, and I would like to add some clouds to it. I can refresh, right? And then now I can click render again. Okay, so now we have a very nice render with a friendly afternoon cloud. Makes you feel happier, right? Just now that one looks so uh, cold. Okay, so you can feel free to go and experiment with other kind of weather settings. As I mentioned, you just need to give 4 images, okay? So if, for example, I'm happy with this, I will right click save as, and then this one will be my photo realistic white blue skies. Okay, so I already 75% done for my assignment. You name whatever you want. You don't have to follow me. This one is your own assignment. Okay, we're going to go back to the 3D now. So for the last image, uh, this one is more important because we're going to do a bit of customizations to it. Right, as of now, our model is still quite basic, right? Uh, and all of us know, right? For example, um, Archicad is a beam modeler, modeling software, and we use it predominantly for documentation, right? To do tender or to do submission. So usually we want information that is streamlined towards just documentation. But the good thing about Archicad is that it's quite efficient in its 3D um, storage of information. So we can also use it as a good way to represent some conceptual ideas. Okay, and the workflow to do that, right, is to create a new layer, which you can use a keyboard shortcut called Control L, and this will bring up a new layer for you. Okay, and what is going to happen is that we are going to create a brand new layer called rendering so that we can put um, whatever conceptual design elements that we will want to have in our render image so that we can render them. And then when we go to documentation, we can just switch off this layer. Right? Otherwise, sometimes if you leave it there, then it may go into your handle and then you will increase the price of the tender. Okay. So just simply click on new over here, and it will ask you to include the name. I'm just going to call this rendering. And click OK. You have a new layer right here. And then you can click OK as well. Control L. And, and then click on new and add a new layer. Okay. So I can go back to my first, ground floor, right? Can click on the object tool, double click to open this up. Okay. And then now you can minimize this. Double click on the chair. So click on visualization 26, click on site improvements and choose garden. And then select deciduous tree. And now what I want you to be clear is that under this layer, click on this classification and properties over here. And make sure you select rendering, so that you will go to the new layer that we have set. So click on Archicad Library 26, Visualization Garden, select Garden under Site Improvement 26. And then now just click on OK. And you can place your tree. Okay, I'm going to place my tree right here, right? And then now you will say that the layer is hidden. So you simply click on show layer so that you can show it. Okay? Because just now when we created the new layer, by default, it shows as a hidden over there. Okay? So you can continue to populate more trees, you know, make it nice and organic. You can put different kinds of trees, whatever that you like. Or more decorations. Okay. So now my building looks very populated now. Okay, so maybe I would like something like this view. Okay. So y'all can play around with whatever you want. Just let your creativity go. Okay. So for the very final image that you all will render, right, the fourth image, the requirement to set aside those who will get full marks for the assignment versus those who will just get uh, the less marks is if you are able to render your grass to be photorealistic. Okay, that means now the render, right, it will still be very flat, right? But grass, sorry, my tongue very short, is supposed to have little leaves, right? That will jut up and down and they are irregular. So to be able to achieve that, we will need to go to options and then element attributes and then to surfaces over here. Okay, so I'll leave this here for a while so that all of you can navigate to this correctly. Why? Mine is also like that because I rotate the view. It's not, mine is flat also. But later when you render, it's okay. Yeah, yes, yes. Don't worry. Just rotate it. Because if it's the real 3D tree, your file will be very heavy. You understand? Okay, so now everyone has this. We're going to click on surfaces, right? And now let's choose grass. So you have to look for grass. So where will grass be? Grass is obviously in landscape. So when you click on surfaces, click on landscape and click on grass. Grass, Grass. What is Myanmar for grass? Huh? Miet. Yes, click on Miet, grass. What is what is what is glass in Myanmar? Window glass. Meh. 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 Yeah, glass. Yeah. Click on Miet, not meh. Okay? Make sure it's correct, Grass, Okay? So you will select your grass green, okay? And surface is from, yeah, options. Okay, I options, element attributes, and then surfaces. Okay, and then choose grass green. Okay, and then now what we're going to do is we are going to create a new one that is based off on grass green. So click on new at the bottom left hand corner, new. Okay, so I will just put there green with leaves, right? And I will select replace settings from catalog. And then click on link libraries over here and go down to find landscape again and then grass. And now we are going to choose this grass 3D middle 26. Okay, and then click OK. So you can see that this particular setting, right, is very different from here. So this one looks still flat, but this one looks like a, those, uh, yeah, like a ball with, yeah, with text, with a lot of textures. Okay, and click OK. Okay, so now it will apply. You will notice that your grass looks a little bit different now, slightly different. Okay, and we want to go back to our uh, settings here, right? So now under my scene, I shall choose show more again, but I will now choose outdoor daylight fast. and click OK. And after I've done that, I want to click on Detail Settings checkbox. Okay. And you will see here you will click on this menu button over here, the one with arrows and lines over here. And now choose options. And make sure to check the grass button. Okay, so when I click this checkbox will open up. Okay, so I will repeat from scratch. You will click on Scene, then click on Show More, click on Outdoor Daylight Fast, and click OK. Then make sure to click on Detail Settings. This should be blue and checked. And then you will need to click on this menu button here to make sure that your options is also unrolled and check on grass. Okay. Now you can refresh. Okay. And then you can start your render. It will take a longer time now because it's going to do a photorealistic render. So now you will see that at first it's just like a white clay model because it's essentially using the global illumination settings to get the shadows correct. After this is done, then it will start to apply the textures over this shadow settings. Yes. So I will just check with you. This is what I will look out for in the assignment. Okay, you see, I zoom in with my middle mouse button. I'm going to zoom in all the way here. Okay. If your submitted render do not have this grass-like texture, can you see now it's like uh, in out like that, right? Then yes, then you will get full marks for your assignment. But if you don't have this, then I'm very sorry. I will deduct the mark. Yeah, of course. You can do and rotate whatever your view you want. You remember the last lesson I was rotating this texture? So now the render also becomes like this. But that is okay. We will just treat it as a creative design. We are not going to assess you based off on your aesthetics, okay? It's based off on the key learning objectives. So which is how to do two sketches and then be able to put in all these, what do you call it? Library objects, for example, trees and furniture. And the last one is to apply this new material texture that is photorealistic, specifically the grass texture. Okay, then you will get 100%. Most of my students all get 100%. Okay, only the very rare ones, like maybe they MC or they, yeah, miss the lesson. Okay, but as long as you listen as I was doing it just now, it shouldn't be a problem. So if you are following my instructions religiously, you just need to right click, save as, and this one it will be photorealistic sky with grass, and save. Then you can just upload into the folder just now, right? Like here, and you're done for your assignment, and you get 100%. Now there's still nobody updating here. Why? Oh, it's here. Okay. All have. Yin Hin Tui want to be special. Why your folder is green color? Okay, try to don't upload wrong files, because once you upload, you cannot delete. Because I only give you access to add ma. Imagine you open your friend's file, you don't like your friend, right? Susula don't like Yu Ong, then go and delete the file. Cannot, right? Yeah. Okay. So for the rest of the lesson, follow my steps and then get these 4 images and then upload them. Okay. And then once you are done, I will walk around, right, to help you all. But you, when you're confident, you show me, then you upload, then you can go and have your nice dinner. Okay. So I will, and then the person who joined online, same thing. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Once you can also upload the folder, and then once you are done, you can leave the MS Teams. Okay. Ni 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 nui ni. Okay. Yes. So now I will stop recording. Otherwise, the video will be very long. Okay. So just stop recording, and I will upload this.